Welcome, friends. Can't see ya. Hold on one second. Okay, guess what we got? Lots and lots of peaches. Some of them are getting very, very soft. Okay, doesn't scare me. A lot of them, yeah, they're all pretty soft. I'm going to get these first. I've been doing a lot today, so apologize. My name's Rachel. You're at that 1870s Homestead, and I'm so glad you're here. We're processing peaches today. I've just been rushing, getting caught up on the harvest, and forgot it. It's like you've been here with me all day. I don't know what we're going to do with these. Now, I bought these as seconds, so some of them are quite soft already. Some of them are still decently firm. So what I'm going to do, I've got a big kettle behind me going with hot water. We're going to get them, it's a process, I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like blanching, but not really. I guess it's blanching, but not for the purpose of preserving. So you can slip the skins off easy. Get them in the hot water for 2 or 3 minutes, peel them, and see what we're dealing with. And based off that, I would like to try canned peaches for the first time, just simple canned peaches. But if they're too soft for that, we're going to definitely make some more peach salsa and see what else we can make. So let's get to processing peaches. Alrighty, so they are all steamed and the skins just slip right off. So what I'm doing is any mushy bits I'm putting into my pot, and any firm bits I'm going ahead and preloading into the jars for salsa. So that just allows me to get a couple things done at once, and I don't have to, worry about it too much. All right. Not going to be the prettiest sliced peaches, but it's going to be sliced peaches nonetheless. And we will have some peach salsa ready too. And last year when I made my peach salsa, I did go back and check if I did a video on it, and I didn't. Being that it was the first time I make things, I like to test out to make sure I actually like it before I recommend it. Not all the time, but most of the time. And I wasn't sure, like, how much am I really going to use peach salsa? And we absolutely love it. Like, I love to find ways to incorporate it into meals and dishes, and I only have maybe 4 jars left on the pantry shelf. So it's definitely something I do recommend now. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, but it's a quick way. Last year, I know what I was saying. Last year, I hadn't decided I was gonna make it until the last minute when I had too much peaches left over from my peach butter. So I turned a lot of my leftover, peach jam. I took a lot of my leftover peach jam and just turned that into my peach salsa, and then peach jam I further cooked down into peach butter. So kind of giving you guys ideas on how you can start with one recipe in mind and then kind of just take it to the extreme and make several different things. So this is going to take me a while to get through all these. And you know what? If it comes down to it and I've got too much, I doubt I will. We may even squeeze out some peach sauce. I am a mess, but we are almost to the point where I want to be done with peaches. I want to take a shortcut. I want to skip it. So some beautiful sliced peaches. I've got 8 pints done. Todd and I decided that we would do pints since for the majority it's just him and I, and then cottage cheese peaches for a side, for breakfast, whatever. That'll be the perfect size for us. I have half a pot of diced peaches and peach kind of mushy scraps for the peach salsa going. So I'm gonna go do at least one more pint of sliced peaches, a little bit more on the diced peaches for the salsa, and then I think the rest I am just going to slice up and freeze, and then I'll decide what to do with it later. If we make like a peach apple crisp, smoothies, things like that. So, and I did find a fun recipe that we might try some other day in the future, was like this steak burger sauce or something like that, and you used peaches in that and plums and apples, and that sounded really yummy. So kind of a lot of different things. I just want to keep peaches on hand for in case I decide I need them in a different recipe. There's also wonderful recipes out there for peach barbecue sauce, and I just talked about the barbecue sauce varieties that we made last year with our tomatoes. And I talked about in that video making a barbecue blend. Even though I don't need any more, it would make fun Christmas gifts. So anyway, lots of ideas running through my head, but at the same time, wanting to be done. So just because I've been going and going, and I still have pumpkin in the oven. Alrighty, salsa recipe now. So I'm gonna add just shy of a cup of white vinegar. I'm gonna add about 4 teaspoons of honey. My honey's a little crystallized. And yes, we have our own honey. This is just handy and in the pantry upstairs, so I didn't go and have to bring up a whole new jar because my honey is crystallized too. Okay, so I got the eye on. I'm adding about 3 cups, two-ish to 3 cups. I don't know, I didn't measure it. Red onions. And this recipe is in the Ball Complete Guide to Preserving book, Peach Salsa. And I don't modify it at all. I just am like kind of almost doubling the recipe. So I've got a mix of peppers here: jalapenos, overripe banana peppers, a purple bell pepper, jalapenos, and a orange bell pepper. So adding those to this, we're going to add a good heaping tablespoon of cumin. I have a little bit more for good measure. I love cumin. And then we're going to add a little bit of our cayenne pepper. Alrighty, and garlic. Alright. Oh, cilantro too. So I did not take the time this year to buy any or grow any cilantro. So I saw this at Aldi's and I went ahead and picked it up because I knew I would be needing it. So we're going to add a good dollop of cilantro to that and stir this together. And then you just cook it till it's the consistency you want, till it's thickened. That makes for some beautiful, colorful, delicious peach salsa. It is excellent on shrimp tacos, pulled pork, blackened chicken. Oh, so good. And like I said, last year, get creative, guys. That's all. My biggest tip. Last year I had a bunch of leftover peach jam, so my base of it was peach jam with some fresh peaches added to it. And yeah, this is going to be great. So let that cook for a while, and we'll be back. Moving on to the canned peaches that are starting to brown on me because it has been longer than it feels like to use since I got to this part. So I'm just going a little shy than a 1/4 cup of sugar in each jar. This is my trick when I don't ever anymore make a simple syrup. It's just add your sugar to your jar, add the water to the jar, and voila, you have a simple syrup. So we're gonna get these topped off with the sugar, add our water to it, wipe the rims, canners heated up behind us, and we'll be good to go. Alrighty, we are going to can these pints for 20 minutes. I believe it's 20. And shouldn't take long at all. Then it'll be time to, after these are done, probably can up the peach salsa. So I think I'm timing this just about right. All I have left to do is finish peeling those other peaches for freezer. Well, I think we're ready to jar it up. And one thing I didn't mention about the recipe is that you don't need to cook it that long. I cooked it longer than I should have just because I was busy. It will thicken in the jar. So it might look runny, but it does thicken up really nicely in the jar. Not like a jelly or a jam, but don't let the runniness of it concern you. And I was thinking about just cooking with it, like putting a pork roast in the crock pot with a jar of this on top and just letting it simmer. I do can it in half pints because I had a pint and we didn't go through it fast enough before it went bad in the fridge. So just think about that, what size jars you want to can it in, because it is a specialty item. It's not like normal salsa. Now you can totally eat this with chips. Serve it on a charcuterie board with some yummy cheeses and crackers. Would be delicious. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, it's worth just trying at least a small batch. And I think you'll really, really like it. But I have been going in this kitchen since 4:30, right after work, and I'm beat. So those are boiling just about boiling. Let me grab my lid. Let me tell you how long I'm going to can this for. We're going to can it for 15 minutes. And just in case I forget to film that, but I will try to leave you a picture of it at the end. This is water bath canning. Super nice, lovely recipe. And let me see if I use all my normal size jelly jars. Did I I mention it's great on fish? I know I mentioned it's great on shrimp. It's just great on everything. So, so good. So thanks guys for coming for a day of peaches in the kitchen with me. I'm glad I looked back at my video. I was trying to remember if I did a video on this last year, and I realized I didn't. The only thing that would make it better is definitely fresh cilantro. So don't be lazy like me and buy the jar stuff. If you can get out and get some fresh, whether you're growing it yourself, farmer's market, or running up to the grocery store, I think fresh cilantro definitely gives it that brightness. Okay, we are getting there. I think I'm gonna have just the right amount of jars set out. All right, how about that? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 half pints. Not bad. I need to wipe my rims, get them all the lids on and everything. Yeah. So, peach day in the kitchen. Todd and I were talking about what we think we're gonna do with all that big gallon bag of frozen peaches. And I look forward to bringing that video to you in the future, so stay tuned. And if you're new here, totally invite you to subscribe. We have a huge Preserving the Harvest playlist, all kinds of recipes. And if you didn't catch this week's tomato video, definitely go check that out. So I'll talk to you guys on the next video.